Today we're doing the 3D Shape Sandcastle Challenge. We're going to be using Clara.io to do that challenge. And the challenge is to use simple 3D shapes and geometry to create a virtual sandcastle. So let's jump in and get started. I'm here in Clara.io and we're going to make a new scene. Accept that, and we're going to call this My Simple Sandcastle. We'll use WebGL and we'll set it so that it's only visible in my profile. Hit create to get started. Alright, and here we go. So we've got the 4 viewpoints over here. I'm probably just going to use the one to get started. It's got the grid turned off right now. I'm going to turn that grid back on. And for those of you who are new, I just want to show some information about controls. If we go to the user guide and then hit Basics, Interface, and then Navigation, that's what we're looking for. Here's the 3 basic controls. You're going to want to make sure you have down, pan, that's to move your viewport left and right, orbit, that's to circle around something, and zoom in and out. So if we add a box here, we're going to zoom in and out. I'm going to hold down Command and click to orbit, and Command Control and click to pan. Alright, now I'm going to maximize this viewport so that I can see a little bit better, and well, let's start building our sand castle. So I think I'm going to start with a nice big piece in the middle here, and well, maybe we'll just use this cube as is. Give it a kind of sand color. Let's see. That kind of looks like sand to me. We'll go with that. Cool. And around this, we're going to want to build a wall. So I'm going to need another cube. There it is. And I'm going to use copy and paste to give it the same color as well. There you go. Now we've got a couple options for scaling if we're going to turn this into a wall. One thing we can do is hit the scale tool over here in the top left and drag, and we can drag along a particular axis, or we could scale the whole thing by grabbing the little ball in the middle. The other thing that we can do to set up the size is to edit the depth, the width, and height over on the side here. So by giving it a depth of 2, we'll make it twice as wide and twice as deep, and that's starting to look a bit like a sand castle wall to me. Now we're going to need more of these, and so I'm going to hit clone. We're going to make a copy of it, and that's kind of another wall. And then if I control click, I'm going to select both, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to clone and make another copy, but this time I'm going to rotate them. Let's see. And these will be my other walls. And I think under transform, I can make sure I get that exactly right. So I'll do 90 degrees. That way it'll be nice and even. We'll grab the move tool. And then we're going to have to make some towers for our corners. Okay, let's see if we could perfect that a little bit later. That looks pretty good. Now for the corners, I think I'm going to start with a cylinder. Yep, that looks pretty good. It's a little bit too big, so again, we'll scale that down. We'll do this. Actually, I'm going to use the scale tool. It's smaller, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab just Y here and make it a bit taller. Okay. And I'm going to grab this color and bring that sand color over as well. So we'll apply that. probably will move all the walls in a little bit, just so that it fits our kind of corner size here. Okay, and so we'll clone our tower here. Let's kind of a little bit in. All right, that's starting to look pretty good to me. Bring our centerpiece up a little bit. Okay, and what else? We probably just want to add some tops to our towers. It's probably the last big change I want to make. And so we will do that using one of these cones. Cool. And again, we're going to grab our color, sandcastle color, bring that over. And our cone looks a little bit large, so we're going to scale that down. Kind of like the shape, so we'll keep the same shape though. Okay, and what we might do is just get kind of an overhead view to see if that looks good. That looks pretty good to me. Let's add a few more cones. Again, we'll just use the clone tool to do that. There you go. There's our sand castle. And I think I'm going to put a little sand surface down below it, just so it kind of looks like it fits in. And maybe I'll use the same color or just tweak it a little bit for the bottom here. There we go, make the castle stand out. And well, that looks pretty good to me. I think I'm just going to take a picture of it and finish it. Of course, we could add a little bit more and make it a little bit fancier, but I'll leave that up to you to try out. I'm going to turn the grid off, and what I'm actually going to do is just take a quick screenshot of it. There's my screenshot, and I'm going to use that screenshot and upload it here on Inspire. There it is. Here's my new sand castle. Give some credit to Clara for helping me out. And then hit submit. And that's it. Thanks for watching.